Developing news involving Michael Oher, the former NFL player and Super Bowl champion whose early life inspired the Oscar-winning movie The Blind Side. The 37-year-old is alleging that the family who supposedly adopted him never did so and has been profiting off of him for years.
The family is now responding to those accusations. ABC's DeMarco Morgan has the details.
Tony here's your quarterback, all right? You protect his blind side. When you look at him, you think of me.
It was the story behind the Oscar-winning film, The Blind Side, about a homeless black teenager taken in by a well-to-do white family in the South and eventually becoming a first-round NFL draft pick.
Where were you taking him, Mike? To the bus. It was time for him to go home.
But this morning, the real-life inspiration behind that story, Michael Oher, asserting he was actually blindsided by the family who calls him their adopted son.
How can I help you?
I would like to become a legal guardian.
Lord, help that child.
Writing in newly filed court documents that Sean and Leanne Tuohy tricked him into signing what he thought were adoption papers, but what really turned out to be a conservatorship, and thereby enriching themselves at his expense, adding they only saw him as a gullible young man whose athletic talent could be exploited for their own benefit. Or who in recent years has spoken out about being less than pleased with his on-screen portrayal, alleging in the court documents that when the movie studio began negotiations to the rights behind his life story, he was paid nothing for something that would not have existed without him. While the Tuohys negotiated for themselves, including their two birth children, allegedly getting paid more than $200,000 each, plus a percentage based on the movie's success, the film would make more than $330 million at the box office. Leanne and Sean Tuohy have not responded to ABC News' request for comment, but in the past have denied making much money from the project, saying they only received a flat fee and anything earned was shared with Oher. But the couple's son, Sean Tuohy Jr., speaking out to Barstool Sports, saying this legal action was no surprise to the family.
This is not his first one. It's been a couple of years in the making. I'm surprised that it happened the way it did, but no one was.
So then one theory.
Upon its release back in 2009, The Blind Side winning over both hearts and critics, earning Sandra Bullock the Best Actress Academy Award that year with the Tuohys in the audience.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
The Tuohys soon after releasing a book on their experience, speaking with GMA in 2010.
We love these people, pleasurable journey since this started, and we're just lucky and blessed that it's turned out that way.
So did you give Sandra any advice on how to raise an adopted son?
No, she gives me advice how to raise my 3 children on a daily basis.
I'm trying. She wants to take them to the acting.
In addition to potential unpaid profits and damages, or asking the court to end the conservatorship and bar the Tuohys from using his name and likeness.
Michael says he's owed millions of dollars. It's going to be a question of an accounting of the revenue that they actually were able to earn as a result of using Michael's name, image, and likeness.
That was ABC's DeMarco Morgan reporting, and they've issued a statement, the family, to a local newspaper, insisting that they didn't make any money off the whole thing and telling the Daily Memphian that we are devastated. It's upsetting to think we would make money off any of our children, but we're going to love Michael at 37 just like we loved him at 16.